welcome to Stompbox. I'm Richard at Namm 2016. I'm on the Dunlop booth. I've got Bob and I've got Brian here with me. That's Brian. And we've got loads of new products to show you, but in this video we're going to be talking about the John Petrucci wah pedal. John Petrucci has endorsed these Go. He's got such a loyal following of fans. This is sure to be a really popular pedal. Let's talk about it. Let's find out what makes this a different sort of wah pedal.
Sure. Well, John uses our CryBaby rack, so his settings is particular to him, and it's actually a really cool setting for what he does. And we'll go into that in a second. But what we've done is we've taken all those parameters, every one of them, we put them in this pedal. So essentially, we've taken the rack, put all of the circuitry and variation in this pedal of John's specification. But we took it one step further. All of his settings can actually be altered as well as the end user. So although we ship it with John's setting of his volume, his Q, and also the 6-band EQ that's in there, you can go in there and tweak it yourself. So technically you have a CryBaby rack at your feet. Also, it has an indicator on each side so you know when it's on stage. It's got true hard wide bypass, and the chrome finish, the dark chrome, it's gorgeous.
Beautiful smoke chrome finish.
Yeah, it's fantastic, gorgeous.
You know, John Petrucci's a class act.
I'm telling you, not only his playing, but his aesthetics are right on point. So, again, with his settings, it's really tailored for the overdrive, the beautiful arena-filling sound tones. The heel down and the toe down, and the guitar still retains all of its shape and punch. And with it going into an overdrive, well, we have the 5150 right there, it just retains big. When the heel's down, the guitar still stays lively and big and pronounced, and then toe down, doesn't get too shrilly, but it just comes alive, very vocal, and cry. It cries.
John uses it more as like an expression and like a filter. He's not going waka 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 a whole lot. He's kind of riding it and finding those notch frequencies, especially depending on what hall he's playing in or in the studio. He wants to find those resonant frequencies that are working best for the melody of the song.
Yeah. It really is an extension of all of his years of shaping a voice with a wah-wah, as opposed to having just our JP95, and like most guys, especially me, I'm a funk guy player, I love it, back and forth, I'm getting that sort of quacky rhythmic thing. His whole take is that the whole breath has to say something, because he's slowly sweeping in and out, and it can't get ducked on the heel. That has to have a personality as well. So we ship it with his exact settings, but as the end user, you can change all those settings, the Q, volume, and 6-band EQ.
They're internal or external controls?
Internal controls. We don't want that to be, like a porcupine. There's so many things. You go in there, and it's kind of like a set and forget. When you find your voice, you don't want it to change from show to show anyway. You want to experiment. That's when you do it in your studio, the studio or your home. So it's all internal.
So what you're saying really is, Petrucci fan or not Petrucci fan, it's a CryBaby rack in a box. It's incredibly good value at that level, and it is for any player then. Exactly.
It's voice right now the way John uses it, but you don't have to marry into that, because you can just adjust all those parameters and get to anything that rack can do, which is basically you can get on a JP95 sound, or you can go really scratchy and clangy with the top end. The EQ really offers you an amazing amount of tone variation. So that's it. John Petrucci, JP95.
Petrucci wah, available from Stompbox, fxpedal.co.uk. Please subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.